The obverse side features Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator who founded Cape Town in 1652. His likeness is etched with precision and a quiet dignity, framed by the country's name in both English and Afrikaans. Suid-Afrika, South Africa. That bilingual inscription is more than decorative. It reflects South Africa's multilingual society, its changing identity, and the tensions inherent in colonial legacies. Below or around his portrait is the year, 1987, an era when South Africa was shifting politically, socially, and economically, yet still deeply divided, yet finding ways to negotiate its future. Flip it over, and there's the design that most people remember or, in many cases, overlook. Two King Protea flowers, stylized and proud. The King Protea is South Africa's national flower, known for its large flower heads, striking beauty, and resilience in harsh landscapes. The petals spread outward like a burst of sunlight. The stamen shapes beneath are rendered with fine lines, each detail in homage to botanical elegance. At the base lies the denomination 2C, small letters, small coin, but with a voice that has grown louder over time. The material is a bronze alloy, a mixture that gives the coin its warmth, its weight, and its patina as it ages. With many examples circulated in pockets, wallets, coin rolls, and even lost and turned again by hands unaware of their value. Most surviving pieces show wear, softened edges, dulled portraits, scratches, faint lettering. But there are those rare specimens preserved in mint state. Brilliant surfaces, crisp design elements, perfect rims that bring out the coin's original intent and beauty. The socio-economic context of 1987 adds layers to this coin's meaning. South Africa was governed by the apartheid regime. Internationally isolated, internally polarized, the country was under pressure from economic sanctions, from the struggle for civil rights, from shifting cultural tides. In that era, everyday objects, coins, stamps, newspapers, became silent witnesses to deep fault lines and to the resilience of people. When a person used a 2-cent coin to buy bread, or to hand over change, or simply dropped it into a cupboard, that coin played a small role in everyday survival as well as in historical memory. Over time, inflation and changes in currency systems made coins like the 2-cent piece obsolete in daily use. South Africa eventually withdrew low-denomination coins from circulation, and as banknotes and higher denominations took over, the 2-cent bronze coin receded from view. Few thought much about them beyond their face value. But collectors, historians, and enthusiasts began to notice the gaps. How many were preserved? How many lost? How many had mint-state brilliance still intact? How many held errors or distinctive marks of minting that set them apart? The rarity of top-grade examples drove up interest. When a coin is found with no visible abrasions, no disqualifying flaws, sharp lettering, perfect surfaces, even when those surfaces carry the expected bronzed patina without corrosion, it becomes a gem. A coin in near-perfect condition from 1987, with full luster, intact rims, crisp Protea detail, sharp portrait of Van Riebeeck, is something many collectors want. But among those gems, even fewer possess unique factors. Maybe a slight variation in alloy composition, or a tiny mint mark discrepancy, or an error that ever so slightly shifts design alignment. Those anomalies make one coin more fascinating than the next. Collectors also care about provenance. Where did the piece come from? Was it part of an official mint set? Did it survive tucked away in institutional storage? Was it preserved by someone who understood its future value? All of these details enhance a coin's story, its uniqueness. Coins with documented history, with stable preservation, and with expert authentication achieve premium status. Then there's aesthetic appeal. The contrast between Van Riebeeck's portrait and the Protea flowers, the warmth of the bronze, the edges softened by time or sharply preserved, it all contributes to sensory pleasure. Holding the coin, seeing light glint the detailed flowers, tracing one's fingers over raised lettering, it becomes sensual. Even the faint scratches or patina lines speak. They speak of journeys through pockets, of hands that pass them along, of time itself. For many collectors, that tactile, emotional link is what transforms a common coin into a beloved artifact, as both currency and collectible. Its value has had a steep trajectory. What cost only 2 cents at purchase has become decades later something rare, something to search for, something to protect. Auctions, private sales, collectors' fairs, all have seen interest grow. Some pieces have sold for prices far above what anyone imagined when the coin was minted. Condition, rarity, provenance, even marketplace demand contribute to a kind of perfect storm for pricing.